Don't know if this is going to be a long stream tonight. I just kind of found a fun deck list and figured I wanted to play it. And I figured, you know what? I've been streaming a lot during the day. I've been streaming a lot in the mornings. It's not so good for the evening crowd, or if you're on the other side of the world, morning crowd. So I figured, I'll get an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours in tonight, and we'll stream for those of you that don't normally get to check out a stream. So this should be fun. So yeah, I don't know how many of the regulars are still going to be up this time of night because it's already late on the West Coast in the US, but we'll see how everybody feels about it. But again, this is just kind of opportunity to hang out with some of y'all I don't normally get to hang out with because, some of y'all watch from all over the world. And this is a cool time for some of y'all, whereas the other time may not have been. So I don't want people to feel left out. So this is going to be a fun bit of opportunity for everybody. As a matter of fact, let me go make sure people in the Discord know. If you don't know, in the description, I have a Discord link. You can go and hang out. We have 700 and some people in there, so lots going on. I'll let people know. Boom, there you go. So people know what's going on. And give people a chance to kind of roll in here, and then we will get started. So yeah, this list is interesting. I found a list from a Japanese player in a tournament that I went hunting because somebody had played something similar against me, and it didn't do very well. We won that game. We had another one we played against it where we lost, and I was like, you know what? I want to find out what this deck's all about. So that's what we're going to do today, because sometimes, know your enemy kind of thing. So, if you just mean a sacrifice deck, there's various versions of Rakdos Sacrifice that are already out there. I would just go play one of those. I mean, like, there's a lot of good sacrifice stuff right now for Black Red. All right, what's up, Dragon Brood? We're going to be playing a very interesting deck today. This one comes by way of a big Japanese tournament that happened, I believe, last week. And I'd seen a couple people play it against me on the ladder. One time, I beat it. One time, I lost to it. But I was kind of curious what it was. So I hunted it down, found a list. It was a best of 3 list, so we don't know if it's going to work in best of 1. We're going to find out. But it plays nothing like anything else in Standard right now, which is why I wanted to look at it. It's one of those lists that looks kind of weird, doesn't make a lot of sense immediately, but once you break it down, it kind of tells its own story. So anyway, it plays a lot of early kind of setup cards. So we have some End of the Flood Maw, just to slow the opponent down, a few 3 steps ahead, obviously some counters, but can be used later for the copy portion, and we'll talk about that. It does play some shocks, Torch the Tower, not a surprise there, and Moment of Truth, so we can dig and try to find the cards that we want. Also have Artist Talent, and this is pretty cool because when you cast a non-creature spell, you can discard a card and draw a card, so it really helps you dig. And then you level up, all your non-creature spells cost 1 less, which is super nice. And then you go to a 3rd level. If a source you control will deal non-combat damage to an opponent or permanent, an opponent controls it deals that much plus 2. So all your stuff just does bonus damage, which is super nice. Then we have some Bitter Reunion. So this is another way to help us dig. Also could give us haste once we get the things out of the graveyard. Fires of Victory, another way to kind of draw, but mostly just more damage, keep stuff off you. We do have Brass's Tunnel Grinder. This is an interesting one because you do have multiple ways to put stuff into the graveyard, so this could possibly end up triggering fairly easily. And then on the backside, you're actually able to discover for X, where X is that creature's cost, which then lets you get a whole lot of spells going off. Ill-timed Explosion, just a big sweeper removal. We love that. Only 1 Terror of the Peaks, but it is an interesting inclusion. And then we have Season of Weaving. So this lets us copy a thing, or we can just return everything that's a non-land, non-token, or we could draw cards. So this has shown up in other lists, usually like mono blue variants. We haven't really had it shown up here, but could work, especially if we get to play it for free with Capricious Hellraiser. This is kind of the key card to the deck, right? You're trying to load up your graveyard, play this thing, it gets the reduced cost, then you get to randomize some things in your graveyard, and maybe get to play some of these things for free. Now, if it does hit off right, and you get like Season of Weaving, and then you're able to copy this thing, and then you get to do it again, or maybe you get something like, I don't know, a Chandra, whatever, right? There's some big things you can do. So this is going to be very interesting to see how this list works, because I feel like it's going to struggle a bit, but at the same time, when it goes off, it's probably going to be awesome. that said, watch the video. Let's see how this thing does. And at the end of the video, if you want to try it for yourself, you can go right down in the description. I'll have a link that takes you over to Moxfield. They're a channel sponsor. You can download this, give it a go for yourself. But for now, though, let's go see if this Hellraiser really does raise hell. All right, let's see what we can do. I have played 0 games with this deck, so I'm going to play 1 in the practice play queue just so I can understand what's going on here with this thing. All right. Let's see what we can do. All right. So I decided I'm going to play 1 game in the play queue here just so I can figure out at all how these cards all come together and work. And then after that, we're going to play all of our ranked games. So let's keep this. We're not doing anything on 1, so I'm going to go ahead and just go get a regular mountain since we have so many red things we're going to need to cast. Try to save some damage here if possible. My opponent's just going to ramp up without much we can do about it right now. So we'll see what that's about. That's not a bad card to have for later. Let's go here. We're not too desperate to draw cards, but if we play this next turn, we get to see 3 extra cards, effectively. Oh boy. I mean, I guess we can always into the Flood Maw something. Alright, well, this is probably going to be bad, but we'll see. Yeah, this is kind of my concern, what I thought with this deck, is we can fill up the graveyard, but kind of what are we doing in the interim, you know? I guess I need to hold Chandra. I don't really want to get rid of any of these, but I'm going to get rid of the Bitter Reunion. Alright, so now we got this. So now this changes things. We only have 1 spell, but we have to have Instants and Sorceries, right? Costs 3 less to cast. We have 9 or more cards in our graveyard. So we just got to get a bunch of stuff in there. Yeah, I guess since we didn't draw land, Chandra, sure. Yeah, I think that's just going to be it. I wish this had a counter on it, but we're at 3 cards in the graveyard. I mean, also I can just hover over the deck and it'll show us, but... Alright. Opponent's just going to do their thing here. Sure. I mean, we ain't doing nothing right now, so... Meh. You got it. I'll just return this. Why not? I will discard probably the other artist talent. I don't even know. Maybe I'm supposed to keep extra artist talents with this deck. I'm not. But I feel like there is a world where maybe I'm supposed to. Oh, wait. Did I just mess up? No, because I need 3 red anyway. Alright, we'll pass. 5 cards. We can get 6 cards in there. We can get 7 cards in there next turn. 8 cards when this goes away. Alright. That's probably bad that they're manually wanting to put that in there. Guess I'll put the island in. That's not what we wanted to see. Let's see. So we have 7 cards right now. This would be card number 8. And then that would leave us 3 mana. Yeah, we're just not going to get there. Oh, no, it's not true. Not true, because we'll discard. All right, so we will get to 9 next turn. Question is, will we even survive after that? Probably only if we get Chandra as one of our cards. I think that's the only way. And even then, we're kind of chump blocking to hope we don't die. If they have a fight spell, we're toast. Yeah, don't think we have much else going on here. We just gotta try, because it's all that's available to us. Get rid of an island. Draw. Oh boy. Get rid of a mountain. Okay. That's something. I mean, I guess we just gotta go for it. We end up at 2. I mean, if we don't... Even if we get Chandra, we're dead, I think. Oh, that's all we got? Womp womp. Yeah, we're just dead. That sucked. Yeah. Alright. Well, at least we kind of know what we're aiming to do here. So yeah, this is one of those... The really odd thing here going on. I think I need another practice run. I gotta figure out the order of these cards first before we get into the latter games. So I mean, this was a tournament level deck, so somebody did okay with it. I just gotta figure it out. But sometimes it's just part of the learning process. So I guess maybe keeping the other artist talent, if we get it, is still worth it. Because then we get to put extra... It's just funneling everything to the graveyard as fast as you can. At almost at all costs. Okay. That's a thing that happened. I guess we'll keep it. Oh, this is going to be unfortunate. Alright, we're going to do this and pass. Just so I have option for removal here. Sure. Alright. I'm going to try to kill this. I don't believe it's going to be successful. But I'm totally okay with that, all things considered. Okay. Let's go digging. Discarding... How much mana am I going to need available later? I probably need this, is the problem. So I'm actually going to get rid of a land, see if I just draw some more. Ooh, boy, we did not. We did not. Oh, they're going to get rid of that? Boo! Problem now, too, is I don't have an untapped land. I get why these are in here, because you need to put stuff in the graveyard. But you also need your mana to be active to be able to do things. So I think they're going to... Exactly. Sheltered by a Ghost here makes a lot of sense. And I'm assuming they have another protective card here. So that's unfortunate. That's nice, but probably not good enough. Yeah, I'm just going to assume if they have it, they have it. Because there's a pause there, so they have another Shard Mage's Rescue. We're effectively dead. Yeah. I mean, we'll try, but I'm pretty sure we're dead. I'll queue up the GGs. Yep. Alright. Don't even need to finish. We pretty much did nothing there. Just gotta figure out how this thing works and what cards to prioritize. That's the biggest thing. But I also feel like it might just need to be built differently. I don't know. This is a tough one. Okay, we'll keep it. Sure. Why not? Let's go here. Honestly, you know what? For what this deck's trying to do, like, I understand that you kind of need to keep... I guess, again, 3 steps ahead is probably fine for copying stuff. But I guess we'll do this. I'm going to get rid of this. Alright, found a Fable Passage. We found a Brassus Tunnel Grinder. Alright. Yeah, I gotta get a game or two under me just to know, like, break this down on what are we truly trying to do with this deck. I think I'm going to go ahead and play this. I feel like this isn't going to be a 3 steps ahead game anyway. And we already have 2 ways to deal with creatures. So I think that's what we're aiming for. Graveyard count currently stands at 2. Oh boy. Alright. So we could do this. And then... I guess we could sack this, shoot, kill, or bounce. Alright, that's something. Not sure how I feel about it, but it's a thing. I just don't know if I need to respond or just do it now, is the deal. I think I'll wait. On the off chance that they try to do something, maybe move over the axe or something. Hey, Emilio, Cowper, Optimator, good to see you. Alright, let's see if they have a pump spell. They probably do, but we're going to try anyway. We can always respond with the End of the Flood Maw. Let's... What do I want to get rid of here? Am I getting rid of a land? Seems a bit rough, but I'm going to do it. Alright. Oh. I want that at some point in the graveyard, but not on top of the library. And then here, I think we just take 2. Oh, nope. They're going to try to put that on, and then we'll just bounce that then. Alright. And then I will discard the Bitter Reunion. Okay, we're not quite there yet. We have... Oh, no, we have 8 things in the graveyard now. So now we're okay. Sure. Let's go... Oh, no, I need one more thing in the graveyard. Ah. Well, those colors aren't going to work out in our favor, are they? That's tough. Alright, then. Things being what they are. We will discard this. Alright, that's fine. We will put this into our... Ooh, wait. Yeah, this into our hand. Put this into our graveyard. Put that back in the library. Play this tapped. Pass the turn. Alright. Oh, they have actual blue mana. Didn't see that coming. Alright, we will attempt to kill this. I'll decline because I kind of want both of these. Staunch Crewmate's going to go find a pirate. It is not a hasty pirate, but it is another pickaxe. Alright, this ain't terrible. See what we get here. We get either 3 steps ahead or torch the tower. I guess I'll just take a torch the tower. Sure, and we'll just kill this. What else is left in the graveyard? There's quite a lot. I guess we'll put this in the graveyard. It also lets us flip our Brass's Tunnel Grinder. And I'll just play this for sport. Decline. Since our only other card is a Hellkite. Or a Hellraiser. Alright, I think this is where the deck actually gets to go off. Yeah, that can just go. Or maybe I don't want it to go, so there's... well, we'll see. Fire's a Victory, just put it in our hand. Alright, get a Chandra. We did not get a Chandra. Welp. I kind of have to choose one. Boy. Alright, sure. Decline. I guess I could level this up. Sure. Alright. I mean, we are only at 12, and they do have haste creatures and whatnot, so we'll see how this goes. Alright. We will go to 7. What is this guy? It's a human as long as it enter artifact and just attacks. Hold up. Oh, so it didn't have defender. Got it. So that's why they're playing some of the extra artifacts. Fair. Oh, boy. So we can Bitter Reunion, draw, kill a thing, get to draw a card, deal a damage. That's not very good. Well, what do we do here? I guess we just... No, I don't want to do that. Let's do this. Sure, so we can have the options of getting rid of stuff to find something better. That's not terrible, but we're looking for something better here. That qualifies as better. Oh, I have to discard it, though. Oh, I may discard a card, so I can decline. All right, cool. Then we go here. So we get a free thing. There's a lot going on with this deck. Hey, we got the Chandra. Heck yeah, that's one of the best things we can hit. I mean, ultimately, those don't do anything, because I don't have anything to discard. Alright, we're at 7. They have 2 things that give their stuff +1/+1. I guess we go digging. Let's see what else we could find. Another Chandra. Oh, those are triggers. Oh yeah, Chandra triggered twice. Got it.
I'm ending this fight.
Yeah, there's a bunch of things happening right now. Oh gosh, this is terrible. I guess we'll put this in our hand and then just go fetch out more land so we're drawing less of them. That can go in the graveyard and that can go in the library. I guess this is also something we can just discard here, so we don't have to worry about it. I'll just dig for a better card. I feel bad for the opponent, because this thing has like 15 triggers happening all in one turn. Because we had the initial trigger to casting a thing that we could discard and draw, and then passed on some other ones. I had the Hellraiser go off, and then the Chandra triggered. Oh, hold up. Those are... Season of Weaving. That is a thing. I think I'll take that. Put this into the graveyard, and we'll put this back in the deck. Alright, and then we'll minus Chandra for 3? I mean, I don't even know if I need to be 3 or 2, actually. It needs to be 3 anyway. I'm just deciding if I want to pick that off or not, because I have to play an artifact for that to even do anything. And I will attack with 2, so then they'll be at 8. Even if I attack with 1, they go to 12, and that's still potentially lethal next turn. I'm going to do, just to be on the safe side, they have haste creatures and stuff. I don't know. We can counter 1, but I don't know what else would be going on over there. All right. That was a really dumb turn. But I guess that's what this deck is built for. That's true. I could have hasted attacks there. That's a legit thing. Sure. I don't think it matters, though. I think things are pretty locked up here. Actually, I say that. Maybe they're not. Because they could actually have burn damage. I wasn't even thinking about that. Yeah, sadly, I might have cost myself there, actually. I mean, I don't know. There's so many options here. Probably not. I only have 24 cards left. That's amusing. I could also reset the opponent's board, too. I could just copy a Hellkite, then return everything else, which is also kind of silly. And then there's a Flood Maw. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, actually, I would get to make 2 token copies? That's kind of interesting. Now I'm just kind of experimenting with cards, just like what can the deck do at this point. But this is kind of why I wanted to mess around and just figure out, like, what all is this thing even capable of. But yeah, I guess I'm just going to do this. Why not? We'll copy a thing. Return everything else. Why not?
They won't know what hit 'em.
Could have attacked for 4 first as well. Like, just kind of sloppy going through the motions here. Mostly just figuring out all the different interactions that are here. But we get 2 Hellkites. Those will trigger a bunch. And then we still have mana open to do other things. Oh, actually not true. We get 1 Hellkite because we can copy... Oh, no, okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a token or not. So, yeah, we will get 2 Hellkites. Generally, if you see me doing content live, especially, it's going to be standard. Oh, I think the opponent finally had enough. But yeah, there's a lot of ways we could have won previously. And Season of Weaving gives us even multiple ways to win on this turn as well. Because you also have the, like, copy from Chandra, just let you copy twice. And that's a thing. So, lots of options. I'm just kind of trying... This is the main reason the practice game is here, though. Is just to figure out how it all works together. Yeah, we'll copy this. It doesn't really matter much. Oh, well, there you go. Do. I mean, I won't get to do much with it.
You have no idea.
Yeah, we'll discard one of those. Why not? And I'll just decline. There's no need. Our hand's kind of loaded for anything we would need to do at this point. Decline. Unless we just wanted to draw there. Alright, so this Chandra will let us copy a thing. Sure, why not? Put it in hand. Discard the other Chandra probably at this point. And, yeah. We'll just go ahead and finish things off here. Hasty things. So, yeah, there's just a lot of ways you could win with this. That much we now know. All right. Cool, cool.
This is the end. Let's go out with a bang.
They're bringing shame to the pirate-liking fellas. Okay. Let's go see what this is about. I mean, it seemingly has enough removal for early stuff. I don't see how it beats anything resembling a control deck unless you try to go off completely in one turn. And even then, you need the initial card to get through to kind of start the whole chain of events. But we'll see. I don't know. Oh, boy. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I wish, but we can't. Against an unknown opponent, that's probably good to keep, but we do at least have Torture Tower for now. Oh, well, we know what deck this is. Yeah, this is exactly the type of deck I don't think we could beat, right? Because they play so many counters. I don't think there's a real way for us to get around stuff. We'll see. I mean, we can get lucky. Maybe they tap out or something along the way, but I'm going to assume this is just going to be a bad, bad time for us. Like, we're doing nothing to their graveyards. They can get back all their fancy creatures they want to get. Fortunately, they didn't put anything over there yet, so that's good. Let's get this. Ooh, I was kind of hoping we would have just naturally found a third land. Would have been real nice. Ooh, boy, I don't know what to do here. This probably doesn't do much depending on what version they have. But this only kind of does a little bit. Whew, I'm going to gamble here. Alright, we at least found a land. So that's something. There's the Haughty Djinn. On the plus side, if we at least find an untapped land, we can kill a Haughty Djinn. Though they'll probably just reanimate it next turn. Actually, I guess we can kill it anyway with this. So that's fine, I suppose. Alright. I mean, does kind of slow down a little bit of what we want to do otherwise. But I think it's fine. Just get what we can. Pass the turn. But yeah, like I said, I assume we're going to see the Haughty Djinn again here. Just a matter of how much mana do they spend to get it back. Is it a helping hand or a reconstruction or whatever that thing? Okay, so it was a helping hand. Yeah, I don't think we, like I said, unless they're just tapping out for us, I don't see a way we beat that deck. Like, I have to play stuff knowing it's going to get countered. Like, so I guess we can lead with, like, Terror of the Peaks here. Knowing that ultimately we want to try to get through, like, an ill-time explosion or something. But yeah. Because there's zero way that this resolves, I imagine. Unless they're just going to bounce it back to our hand. Which, you know, is viable. Alright, I assumed that was a thing. So now it's just, how many more counters do they have? And the answer is usually a lot. Oh, are they going to fill the yard first before attacking? No, they're just going to roll out 2 Haughty Djinns tapped out? Oh, opponent. For real, for real? For real, for really real? I feel like we just got handed a gift.
Plan. Fire doesn't need a plan.
Alright. I mean, not to say they can't get them back or whatever, but... that saves us a lot of damage. Yep, there's one of them. Is it both of them? They're like, enough of that Chandra.
No, this isn't happening.
All right, so what can we do here? That's only 4. We really need more than that. All right. I guess. I mean, we're mostly just fighting an uphill battle. I mean, maybe they waste a counter here. But even then, we don't have anything big enough to kill the Haughty. I mean, we'll draw 2 cards, so maybe we find something. Get rid of a 3 steps ahead. That kind of works. like sort of. Man, that's rough. All right. I mean, we're just hoping to draw something cost 4 or more so we can get rid of Haughty Jin and have a 3 steps ahead available. I mean, if not, I don't know what we do here. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. Damn. Well, I guess we do the only thing we can do. Hope we get there. Like, YOLO, I guess? I don't know. I mean, there's a chance we miss, but, like, we don't really have a choice here. Oh. That's actually kind of okay. That, to me, says, like, they don't have another way to protect it, and we're not mad about that, actually. That... Okay. Then you may discard 2. Draw 2 cards, then you may discard 2. When you do... yeah, I guess we just decline. Like, no need to do anything. We're not doing any damage. They didn't... Alright, I'm just going to pass here. I'm trying to figure out, like, do they just not have a counter? Or are they only on defensive cards for Haughty Jin? So I think we're just going to have a quick little counter war here. Which I'm not terribly upset at. Because then it does mean our Capricious Hellraiser will probably get to do something. Okay, so they didn't have anything. Cool. Oh, because he's back. Of course. Why would I expect anything else? Okay, another ill-time explosion. Alright, let's try this. Now if it's the thing where we just have to pay 2 mana, we can pay 2 mana, so that's whatever. I dare you to return it to our hand. Yeah, I guess we'll ill-time explosion. I mean, it kills my dude too, but whatever. All right, we got there. Not gonna lie, that's totally a win I didn't think we could get. Like, the fact that we had to, what did they get? Haughty Jin's out of the graveyard 3 times? Like, great. I don't know how we got it, but I'm going to take it. I'm happy with that. Oh no, I would have killed my own thing just to kill their Haughty Jin. Because I felt like we were in a better position at that point, having limited their cards and run them down. Like, and we had more ways to, 2 different ways to draw in hand. So, once the board's clear, we could just start reloading. And at that point, we'd only seen 1 Hellraiser as well. So yeah, got a bit lucky, I feel like. But, you know, a win's a win. Oh gosh, what is this? This is a mulligan is what that is. Alright, keep this, get rid of that, and this will just have to be good enough. No clue if it is, but we really need it to be. And lately, when you see a black and a white land, that's not great. Though, them making a discard doesn't hurt us that much, because we kind of want stuff in the graveyard. I'm going to play this just so I can leave up Fires of Victory. Oh. They're opting not to do anything? Sure. I will discard Chandra. Because why not? Okay. Archfiend of the Dross. Fair. I think we're just going to play a few games here, bouncing an Archfiend and whatnot for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and get an island here, just so I have access to some other stuff. The question is just a matter of, do we want to take... Actually, I guess I could just kill this guy, huh? Oh, I don't have enough mana. I need 5 to be able to draw another card. Never mind. What do we want to do then? I guess I could discard a Torch the Tower. And then still... Yeah, I guess I'll do that. And just see what we dig our way into. I don't hate those options. Alright, so things being what they are, I think we'll take a hit once, unless they play the other demon. Because we don't want to take 12, obviously. That would be terrible. Which they might do that, and they did. So, we're good, like I said, not wanting to take 12. So, this is going to be our play here. Alright. Can we get... Oh, man, I wanted an untapped land so I could kill that and counter the other thing. That would have been great. Oh, man. Oh, this hurts. Alright, I guess I gotta pass. I gotta risk taking some damage here. Dang. We went deep to try to get another land, too, and didn't get there. Damn, that really is hurtful. I mean, we'll take 4, go to 16. Ultimately, can kill that next turn. Got a tap land. I guess it's fine, though. Torch the Towers are not quite what we're looking for here. Graveyard count is at 6. It will be at 7. Could be 8 if we need it to be. I mean, I guess we could also just waste the Torch the Tower if we want to purchase Hellraiser. However, we don't have great stuff in the graveyard except for Chandra right now. Alright, well, we'll try. Okay. Are they down to just holding a bunch of removal? Nope, they had another Archfiend. Okay, now things are getting a little interesting. So the graveyard is at 7. We can make it 8. We can make it 9. We could play this, but that doesn't really do anything, especially when they're holding 3 cards. What are we looking at here? I guess we do this. Another Torch the Tower. That's not good. I might... Oh, wait, but it has to be a non-creature that's in our graveyard. Damn. Damn. Alright, let's put this in hand. Put this in the graveyard. Put this in the library. And now we have access to more things. We can go ahead and try to Hellkite or Hellraiser. But I'm just not sure what we do after that. This will flip this turn. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana on their turn. I just don't think it does anything is the problem. Alright, let's do it. Hey, Nifty Chris came over with some 29 viewers. We are playing a really silly Hellraiser deck. And trying to learn as we go along. So come along for the ride. Thank you for the follows, by the way. We won some, but I feel like I'm stumbling into wins. Alright, opponent, I'm assuming, has a kill spell by now. I mean, this is going to go off anyway, whether they kill the Hellraiser or not. Well, I guess we Moment of Truth. Oh, actually... Yeah, I only get one of these, so I might as well just Moment of Truth. Yeah. Let's see what we find. Those were not great. If we're being honest, let's, man. I guess we put this in our hand. This in the yard, this into the deck. All right. Yeah. In the turn. I mean, the good news is next turn we could return stuff to their hand to slow them down, so we won't be dead. If they play another Bloodletter, we'll be at 4, which is not great, but we'll also get a free spell. Yeah, I assumed that was there somewhere. Oh, wait, if they have... No, we'll just die now, actually, if they have the other thing. Oh, yeah, if they have it, we're dead. Right? No. We're still going to be at... We'll be at 2. Okay, so that's not too bad. We're going to be at 8. Virtue. Well, we're going to be bouncing all that anyway, so that's not a big concern. Okay. So now we can draw a card, return non-token permanents. We don't really have anything that's worth copying. So if we do that, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Leaves us 1 mana available. But not super exciting. But it draws us a couple of cards. The other option... No, that's not great either. Ugh. Sorry, opponent. I'm trying to figure out what to... I mean, I could also just kill this with the ill-time explosion instead of trying to get cute here. But then they still have the virtue, so... Yeah, I guess we kind of got to do this. Why are you not wanting to... Is this a... Oh, I have to cast a permanent with that to get the free spell. That's a problem. But alright, we're going to do it anyway. Return. Draw. Draw. Still should have let me tap that for colorless, though. Would have been nice. Let's go ahead and do this. Sure. Get rid of this. Okay, another Season of Weaving. That's interesting. I don't know if we want a tapped land here or not, but the thing is, there's so many options here. I guess I'm gonna get rid of the land. I'll draw an untapped land, right? Nope, I just drew another tap land. Fair enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Doesn't quite get us what we want, but hey, welcome. You see a duress. Do what you will. They can get a Hellkite from us and play something for free on their side? Has to be a non-creature, so that's what it is. That's fine. So what's the plan here? We Chandra... But they'll only get one of those. If it's a duress, we kind of need Chandra onto the battlefield. Well, it doesn't matter. Both of those are bad, actually. Man. I mean, we have Terror, but nothing to go with unless we hit something for free off that. I think I'm just going to Chandra. And just see, maybe we get some... Oh, we got the other Chandra. Oh, man. What were the odds? Dang it.
Phyrexia to ash.
That's super unfortunate. All right, that can stay on top. I guess I just plus, because that only gives us 4 mana. All right. Get red, red. There is a world where I could leave 1 red up, which is probably fine. Because like this, we could sack and copy and we still be able to kill that next turn. I'm just trying to figure out if we need to dig any more than that. I'm going to do it, though. And get rid of... Oh, gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Oh, my God. 9? I guess I'm going to... Well, but I know what's on top, too. That's 4 damage. Y'all, I don't know what to choose. I think I'm going to get rid of 3 steps ahead. Nope, I'm not going to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of this. Alright. Pass the turn. So what's going to happen here is that we'll get our... I'm assuming our Hellkite. Maybe they get one of their own creatures, actually. Maybe they don't want one of ours. Maybe that makes this a bad choice. Because I think I was set on them getting our Hellraiser, but maybe they don't actually want a Hellraiser. Like, I think a Hellraiser's a good gamble for them here. Okay, they're going for that. Not the most unreal choice, honestly. I get why they chose it. Please don't kill Chandra. Annoying. Because that's going to put us at 4. When you play an instant story, you may choose a new copy for ability triggers once each turn. Fair enough. You know what we're going to do? We're going to get rid of this thing that deals double damage here. So we will bargain. I don't think I need to bargain. I just deal it for 4.
Now or never.
All right. All right, and I can Chandra to kill this if we feel we really need to. But there's a billion things that can happen right now, so I think we can start here. It gets us that, which is fine. Discard. Actually, have we played a land this turn? I'm going to discard that anyway. Alright, that's also fine. Then we get access to this, which we can shoot that. And we have a Fires of Victory, which is great. Can't really pay the kicker on it, but that's fine. Deal 4. Finish that off. I can't really do much else with it. Then we will plus Chandra.
We can do this together.
Play this. Get our attacks on. Oh, actually, crap. Forgot those just came into play. I needed to blow one of those up. Oh, no. I just cost myself the game, I think. I was thinking I'd already sacrificed one and I could have attacked. Oh, that sucks. I might have done myself in. Yep, that makes sense. What did you get? Alright, get Lost Works. Yeah, what they don't know is we have a second secret Chandra. Well, I guess it's not a secret anymore. I don't have a Chandra. I mean, you gotta take it, right? Like, there's nothing else makes sense there. Alright, you have a demon. I go to 4. Man, that was such a good turn by them. And not having that extra attack is going to really come back to haunt me. Well, what does that do for us? Well, I mean, we could copy a Terror of the Peaks. Like, that's a thing. I could draw, copy. Draw, copy, Terror. Deal 5, get rid of that. I would still need to draw into something with this. Discarding the ill-timed explosion. I mean, I guess that's the play. Alright. I mean, seems reasonable. I mean, if they have the removal spell, we die anyway, so it doesn't really change much. And it was just an ill-timed explosion. That's not great. That didn't work out. Alright, let's play this. This gives red mana, right? Alright. Alright, let's see what we can do. I feel like I can't afford to discard here. Because I need whatever plus that. Alright, I'm going to decline and hope we just hit something off these two. You know, that's as good as anything. That's as good as anything, actually. So we bounce a demon. Can discard to draw. I don't know that we need to. But I'm going to. I was trying to set up some other options, maybe. I mean, a sack it, draw a card. Makes sense. And then I think we just die. I think is how this is going to work. Because even if we give these haste, like this is exactly it. By not attacking for 9 last turn, I took away our possibility of being able to win here. Yep, don't think we have anything. Man, I misplayed that terribly. There's no make them have it. They just get back their demon and then they get us at the end of turn for 2 life. Like, I played that all kinds of wrong. Truthfully. I can't even blame that on the deck. That's just my stupidity. And the opponent had a good turn in there, too. Like, I can't even blame that on anybody. Like, they had a good turn that turned the game around, and then I played terrible to try to play my way out of it. So, we will keep this. And we'll just see if we can make this work. Oh, for sure. I think there's a lot of wild decks that I think that's exactly what the play queue is for. Like, while you're trying to figure things out, you go through the motions, you know, kind of learn what plays or what. Okay, what are we going to be doing here? Man, we just had to play one of these earlier. Dang it. Don't you know that this is already a bad matchup for us, opponent? Season of Weaving. We already have one. I'll probably put the other one back in the deck, though. We kind of want the land. So I guess we'll put this in hand. That can go in the graveyard. Actually, yeah. And then that can go back in the deck. And we'll just play this tapped here. And a Fable Passage. I think we'll keep that on top. Okay, I don't think there's much reason for us to do anything else here, so we'll just pass. Mostly because I want to be able to kill something, especially this thing if they get it back. I mean, first thing probably gets countered anyway, but then on our turn we can go ahead and ill-time explosion. I mean, if we don't have to use anything, great. I'm not going to be too upset about it. Sure. Alright. We'll go ahead and get a mountain. I mean, having the ill-time explosion does make this feel at least a little bit better. I'm not going to lie. So, counter number 1, I'm assuming. This is also bad because this only returns non-token stuff. So that could hurt too. Moment of truth. They're going to go digging for something, I assume. Oh, they're maybe just making bodies just so they have something on the battlefield. That'd be fair. Alright. Not to say they can't just reanimate it next turn too. I mean, that's a real possibility. Not doing much on this turn. They don't look to have any creature lands, so I'm just going to get rid of this so we can have all of our colored mana as we need it. Ooh. Did need that other Season of Weaving here. I guess? I mean, like, I don't know. I have to assume they have some number of counters still, so this is going to be a little rough going. Unless they're just going to get rid of our stuff here, get more creatures down, get some damage in. Then we're just going to ill-time explosion. Looks like that's what they want to do. I guess it gets more damage in, and it makes them a token, and it gets rid of our Brass's Tunnel Grinder. But they might be... Oh. Okay. Sure. Also have to be aware that they can instant speed give everything +1, so I need to do it for probably 4 to make sure we kill that. Not that it matters, we're probably just getting rid of a Season of Weaving, I think, is the game plan here. Just double checking if I want to do something else, but I think that is the play, since we have a backup one anyway. Yep. We have to discard 2 things, though. What's in the graveyard? I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and put this in there. Alright. Now graveyard count is at 8. Nothing huge in there, though, other than Season of Weaving. But if we hit it, it's awesome. Alright. Don't know if that just means opponents leaving up counters or not, but that's what it feels like. So, let's go ahead and bait the first one. Because you're not doing anything else with blue-white. You're obviously countering, right? Yeah, no surprise there. Alright, so now when we play the Hellraiser, we'll get a trigger, and then we can start seeing what we want to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wasn't expecting to get another Hellraiser in the process. If we do that, we can still Hellraiser after the fact? Sure. Let's see what you got, opponent. Alright. I guess they have another one of these things. Nope. Bryce's Tunnel Grinder. That's not what we wanted. Dang it. I guess I'll just put it in hand. I thought about putting it in play, but I kind of want combinations of all of these things. Do we think we could get away with killing that guy with the Fires of Victory? I feel like I'm supposed to try, but it's way more fun if we Season of Weaving. Because then we can copy, return. Actually, hold on. What's in our graveyard? We might hit the other Chandra, though. I'm willing to gamble. This is what we're here for, right? Let's go. Let's go copy, return. All right, well, they were out of cheap counters. Come on, Chandra. No. Boo. I tried to go for maximum greed factor. Didn't work. Should have just killed the Haughty Jin. I generally thought, though, they might have had a chance to do something there, so. Yeah, let's go Tunnel Grinder. Alright, that works for me. Oh, do they just not have anything anymore? Did we exhaust all the things? That feels a little surprising. Alright, I mean, we're just gonna try. Decline. We'll have some stuff going on next turn. Alright. So, Haughty Jin again, I'm assuming. Hope they can get their duder back. Makes sense. Now there's a chance they probably have like 3 steps ahead, if I were guessing. So, oh, we're a mana short. I was thinking like, oh no, because we're still missing another card in the yard. Okay, so I think we go full price here. Oh, wow. All right, that was not part of the plan, but I'll take it. So then we get the Chandra anyway, because there's almost nothing left. We still didn't hit it. Gosh, dang it. Does Torch the Tower actually get to kill something here? Your opponent's not doing anything, though. Why are you not doing anything? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what are they holding on to here? But I guess we have flyers, so F it. I'm just going to make you keep playing this Haughty Jin over again. Oh, we get the Chandra anyway, because we still have this other one that hasn't resolved yet. And there's only 3 cards left. So it almost doesn't even matter. Sure. Nah, that's not a thing I really want anymore. Excellent. Love to see that. Now we get the Chandra. Probably don't want to use either of these. Yeah, this is just one silly turn when it finally decides it's going to do its thing.
Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm just going to minus, but I'm going to make it like 3. And then if they try to protect it, we can bounce it too and just be a nuisance to the opponent. All right. Then I guess we're attacking. All right. This doesn't feel like a matchup we should be able to win, but maybe we just are. And Chandra is also going to let us target 2 things with this, which is super nice. Like, the thing is now they have to be proactive. Yeah, you got to do something here. Chart of course, sure. Probably doesn't change too much for us in the grand scheme of things. I am going to target. Chandra is going to use the other one to target the Monastery Mentor. Actually, I don't even do that. I just target Harijin twice. So even if one of them gets countered, then there's just no blocker in the way. Yeah, just decline. These others don't even matter. Because now we can attack Chandra, like do all kinds of stuff. Sure. All right, cool. That works for me. Weird, man. Weird. So as it turns out, this deck is pretty silly when it does what it does. But boy, does it take a lot of work to figure out. I'm going to play one or two more, and then I think we'll call it good. But yeah, this is a piece of work. This is one of those decks that, like, once you start understanding how it works, it makes sense. But man, who went in the lab and came out with this thing, you know? Let's see what we can do. We have Fires of Victory. If we're playing against an aggro deck, we could be in trouble. We got to keep it, though. Maybe we'll draw, like, Torch the Tower or something. Hey, we did get a Torch the Tower. Sweet. I will leave that up just in case. Well, apparently just in case was pointless. Sure, I'll go with this. Why not? Yes, you can stay on top. Don't know how we're going to fill the graveyard just yet, but we'll work on that part next. One thing at a time. Like, just gotta take our time, figure it out as we go along. All right, what am I discarding here? Chandra? Maybe we're not even doing that. Maybe we're just playing the artist talent first. And if they want to get rid of it, they can get rid of it. Yep, I had no doubt there was going to be overlords once you started seeing that. Let's kill one of those. I will discard Chandra. Ooh, got both Hellraisers. Don't know how I feel about that. Oh, gosh. Go ahead and put this in the yard. Go get Mountain. I think I'm going to gamble and just get rid of this Fire Bluff Canal. And this Chandra. Okay, well, that didn't do a whole lot for us. But we did get Graveyard to 5. It will be at 6. We could make it 7. We're getting close to making something happen. Another one. Okay, well now we just got to find a ill-timed explosion or something, right? Is that the plan here? This is just trying to keep our life total up while we're figuring things out. Let's go ahead and toss this in. Oh, well that might be just what we need if we get an untapped land here. We did. All right, so let's go ahead and... Whoa, Arena, no. You almost did us dirty, friend. Oh, we're still going to be short, though. Oh, no, we won't, because I could discard. Yeah, we'll be fine. Because I can discard that. And then I can discard this. And there's an ill-timed explosion, but it's in our hand, unfortunately. But if we hit a Chandra, we did. We can just -1 on those guys. Yeah, we'll try to keep some stuff in the yard. Why not? And a backup ill-time explosion. Great.
You have no idea who you're messing with.
Cool. So, immediate crisis averted. I'm assuming Chandra's going to die to one of the white removal spells of some kind. But, oh, Chandra did not die. Hold the phone. What else we got going on then? Just another Chandra and Fires of Victory. That's not the best. We could play this just to draw, though, which isn't terrible. And we would draw twice. Oh, is this going to get exiled when we attack? I mean, we're not going to not attack, but makes sense. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, that's fair. Let's go ahead and plus up Chandra. Let's get red and blue. We will... I think I'm just going to tap this. I think is fine. We're just kind of going through the motions here. We get to draw twice, which is not terrible. I probably want untapped lands, though. I guess it doesn't matter. Let's just put both these in. And then... decline? How many cards do we have? We have 9 again. Decline that. Then let's go ahead and play this. And hopefully just drawing with an ill-time explosion. Nope. It's still in the graveyard. Fair enough. In the turn. We tried. I mean, if we can find another, like, torch the tower twice on the Overlord works. So we have some options. Leyline, no! Oh, that Leyline hurts our plans bad. Oh, that sucks for us. This might be where we get got. Unless we could find Season of Weaving. I think that would still work. At least for a moment. That is not it, however. Ooh, boy. What is our plan now? I mean, I guess I could kill that with like an... but I have to kill our own dude. That's rough. I think I'm going to do this. And see what we could find. Discard the shock, because it's not great here. Those aren't great either. Now if I'd have held the shock, though. I guess we take this? I can go in the graveyard. Actually, this can go in the graveyard. Okay. So now we're just trying to... What are we doing to get out of trouble here? Trying to figure out what the best plan of action is. Let's be non-combat damage with that. Play a land. We would have to discard the ill-time explosion, but I don't even know what we're trying to draw into right now is the problem. I guess we're just gonna do this. Oh, that's not the answer. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, I guess we just attack. I mean, next turn, maybe, right? Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, we're going to be short. We need one more. Well, we could draw during their turn. All right, maybe. Maybe. No, because I still need to give them haste, though. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. Plus, they're going to have flying blockers here. Yeah, I think we're just going to be in a world of hurts. Unless we find another ill-time explosion. And I would have to discard the Hellkite to just wipe out everything. Which, you know, is worth it under the circumstances. Man, I feel like with us digging, I just gotta go for it. We're kind of unlimited answers here. Discard a card. I don't really want it to be a mountain, but I guess it might have to be. Alright, found an ill-time explosion. Fantastic. Will they let us attack and not block? I mean, if I were them, I'm probably blocking, but you never know. We might get a free chunk of damage here. Nope. Good block, opponent. Good block. Okay, let's tap for colorless. For colorless, go ahead and fire this off. I don't think this is even that useful anymore now. Because we don't want to be bouncing things. They already have 6 mana, so whatever. Season of Weaving. Okay, maybe. We'll discard this. And I guess this. Alright. Didn't feel great, but here we are. Hey, thanks for that. Sorry, I'm kind of concentrating way too much trying to play this wild deck. Alright, we need some blue mana. So let's go ahead and get that. How many Hellraisers have we gone through? 2? Okay, so there's still 2 more in the deck. That's important to note. We could also just draw with this. We now have a counter. I think I'm just going to level this up. Not that it's likely to matter. At least not in the short term. And then we'll just pass. I mean, who knows? They might go ahead and use another ley line on this thing or something. But right now, I feel like they might have defensive cards. Question is just which ones. Cease and desist. Do I care that that's going off? Like, I'd rather save this to counter something more important. Like, yeah, those can go away. Like, I guess I could have done this first and saved some mana, but they're tapped out anyway. Tunnel Grinder, Season of Weaving. I guess we take a Tunnel Grinder. Put that one in the graveyard, put that in the deck. Draw. Torch the tower. Not particularly exciting. I will discard that to draw, though. Alright. Pass the turn. Yeah, but no. Let's counter. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can counter and draw. Hopefully find something worthwhile. You know. They can't all be winners, I guess. Damn, really, deck? I mean, I guess I'm just gonna draw a bunch. I mean, I feel like I need to do something. Alright, we have a Chandra, which is nice. Let's go ahead and do this. Our graveyard's dumb. We only have 3 cards left, though, so we're kind of dead. I don't think we're going to get to kill them with just Chandra. Can't really play any of these. I mean, we can. We could just choose to copy. Alright, I guess we just put this in hand. Or actually play it. I don't know why I think we're about to walk into Sunfall, but... and that's all we're going to choose, because we can't afford to draw. Decline. Because that's really bad. Yeah, we're dead. Alright, GG's. Not a lot really happened in that one. We were just too slow. And I'll be honest, there's probably a more efficient way for me to have done that. I probably goofed around too long. But, is what it is. But yeah, I feel like there's probably a better way I could have played that. Actually, I'm certain there's another way. I'll have to see it when I go back through, like, editing and stuff. Oh, man. We have a tortured tower. I mean, I guess we'll keep it. Because we have this that can at least see if there's a land on top. There isn't. That goes in the graveyard. Alright. Here's hoping we find land. Or else this is going to go a whole lot of nowhere. And the worst part is, I think I have to get an island. Because if we draw a mountain, we want to be able to cast it 3 steps ahead. And there it is. We actually got the mountain, so it was a good call. Even though generally I'd rather have mountains, but under the circumstances, you take what you can get. Alright, end the turn. I mean, we missed some land drops, which is not good. Alright, that's helping. I mean, are they just playing a bunch of, Overlords, maybe? Alright, well, I'm gonna have to discard something here, so I guess it'll be a Torch the Tower. Hey, Watkins. We're kind of having a staring contest at the moment. Yeah, no. Actually, I said I'll probably just use this. Because if I can just tie up their turns, I'm okay with that, too. Because it's not like I have a bunch of other great uses for that. Wasn't expecting them to play a demon, though, if we're being honest. I really was kind of surprised by that. Oh my gosh, really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I was kind of going to use this so I could draw and do something, but sure. And I don't want to waste like counters on stuff we can remove with spells. That's kind of silly. Yeah, this is definitely just a staring contest at the moment. Whatever their big creatures are, plus their removal versus our like card draw spells and whatever here. I think we just let that go, though. Alright, well, sadly, I think we have to take the land. We don't have to, but we kind of have to. Put this into the graveyard. Put that in the deck. And, of course, now I'll just draw a land, because, laws of magic. If I'm going to do that, I guess I just kill this now. And then just leave up counter magic. Okay, I don't feel too bad. We didn't find it there. What? I love it, though. I'm a fan of that card. But we would have had a little bit of trouble dealing with that thing. I guess here, I'm just going to do this. They're obviously playing things too big for Torch the Tower to do a damn thing to, so I'm not going to even worry about that. Alright, what do we have here? We have a lot of things we could get. think I'm going to do this and just pass for the moment. Haywire Might. Sure, you got it. Not too worried about a Haywire Might. They're like, no haste things for you. Fortunately, that's not a big part of our game plan, so we don't mind. We're totally okay with that. All right, if we get one more, that's 7 mana. We kind of need to get to 8 if we want to, like, Terror plus Hellraiser on the same turn. That might be a little greedy, too. But if we're finding the lands to do what we want to do, then sure. I am going to discard this. Ooh, might have been a wrong call. Might have been the wrong call, but we'll see. I've been trying to be very patient here because I genuinely don't know what the opponent's doing. Exile an artifact? Yeah, go for it. You got it, fam. I don't know what the connection is of these cards. Is this a known deck that I'm just not aware of? Because right now, I have genuinely no idea what's happening. Like, not even in the, like, funny haha kind of way. I, for real, just don't know. Like, I'm kind of stunned, actually. I guess we'll go for another one of these. Discarding Bitter Reunion? Or maybe I just Bitter Reunion discard this, because the way the game's going, we're probably not going to get to a point where we get to flip it. Well, we probably will, actually. But next turn, we'll try to do goofiness, and we'll see what happens. Alright. End the turn. I don't know what they're up to. We'll see. Like, I don't know at all. Like, opponent could play anything right now, and I don't even know if I'd be that surprised at this point. Like, anything seems like an actual viable thing they could play at the moment. Alright. What can I mean? Are we hoping? I don't even know what I want to hit here. They're debating doing something. I don't know if we even care if they do a thing. We'll see, though. Antonio from Italy. Hey, what's up? We are playing a very interesting deck we found from a Japanese tournament and trying to give it a go. Okay, so opponent just passed. So they obviously want to kill something. All right. My concern is the possibility of... Well, they have to have just multiple removal cards, right? I'm a little afraid for this to go to the graveyard because I feel it's just going to end up getting exiled. But I don't know. I think we just got to go for it. I mean, kill the Terror of the Peaks, take 3. Oh, it was Terra Sunder. Alright, cool. Not mad at that. I mean, they had to spend the good removal to get rid of it, so cool. We could return that just for sport. I don't want to waste an all-time explosion here, I don't think, because we'd just be drawing for no reason. I mean, I say drawing for no reason. Our hand's pretty weak, actually. I guess I will do that. Alright, that's not bad. Yeah, we'll decline. Already played a land for the turn. We'll pass. I'm sure they have more removal or something here, but that's okay. Yeah, I don't blame the opponent. Like, if you've not seen this deck, you're probably worrying about what all you're going to have to play around. Almost to the same extent, I'm worried about what I got to play around from their side. Like, this is an odd little choice for removal, and it's like the one toxic thing we've seen. And then there was an Archfiend. That's just solid for damage, and Haywire does remove stuff. But then there's also O'Hare Caslam, which is kind of wild. So right now, I don't know where any of this is going. Also, the opponent could make our life a little unhappy by attacking with their creature land. Okay, they're going to exile our graveyard. Fair enough. I'm into it. Makes sense. We'll just work on rebuilding it. You want to kill that? Sure. Sounds good. We weren't doing much with that anyway. Wait, did they not remove our graveyard? Alright. I genuinely thought that's what was about to happen. Oh, they didn't have enough green mana, maybe? 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. No, they would have still had enough. Almost no matter how their mana. What happened? Oh, that maybe came into play tap that turn. Alright, well, anyway. We are going to copy. Yeah, I think we're just going to draw copy. Sounds good. Copy that. We will play this. Hopefully we don't end up decking ourselves after all this mess. Another Season of Weaving. Put one into our hand. I guess it's just going to be this. I can go in the yard. And I go back in the deck. And then we will... How many cards do I have left? I have 26. Alright, we're probably okay. Do I need to kill anything, I guess, is the question. Bitter Union lets us attack here, but we're going to leave mana up for counters. So, I think I'm just going to Fires of Victory. And just get this back. I doubt I'll need it, but they seem concerned about our artifacts and enchantments, so maybe it keeps them somewhat distracted. Oh my gosh, we have so many cards. Yeah, go attacking. Also, I can discard that if I just want to, or sacrifice it if I want to torch a tower, kill that thing. What? Okay. What's happening right now, y'all? Like, I'm so confused by my opponent's deck. Why did they just shoot that for 3? It obviously is a 4/4. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I really don't. I'm just lost. Yeah, we don't love seeing that. That's disappointing. I mean, obviously they have multiples or something, or they wouldn't be doing it. But they've obviously been holding those to be able to remove stuff. I could have, I guess, waited to see if they play the second one. So that was a little quick trigger on my part. I should have waited. Destroy all untapped creatures? You got it, fam. Alright, let's go get a mountain. 23 cards left. I think we can get there now. We just have to be very, very careful. Though, what's left in our graveyard? We have Tunnel Grinder, Chandra, Weaving. That's not terrible as far as options go. Like, that's actually alright. But I think we're just going to Chandra, keep it simple here. We're going to go ahead and plus Chandra.
We can do this together.
I think we'll go ahead and play that. Hey, 62 people came over with Jay Villain. How's it going, friend? Sure, I guess we'll play a Tunnel Grinder. Oh, those are legendary, are they not? Alright, we'll keep that one. Alright, there's the other Hellraiser, sure. Down to 20 cards, down to 19 cards. I guess I'll keep that. Alright, opponent's at 15. Now this kind of gives us a few different potential ways to win. Alright, you get my Tunnel Grinder. That's what I thought. So now... I mean, I guess we gotta go for it, right? I'm gonna assume they have at least one creature kill spell, though. It would be weird if they don't. That's cute, but not beneficial. Yeah, I'm just gonna play this straight up. Ugh. Oh, wait. We could copy. I was like, wait a minute. We don't actually have to attack with anything. Or draw anything, I mean. Let's just copy. We don't have to spend all the points. Just some of the points. So we'll copy this one. Target that one. Target that one. Yeah, now we're good. We're just going to get in with a big, silly attack here. Yep. That'll work. Whew. Alright. My gosh, y'all. This deck. We have a lot to say about this. Oh my gosh. Let's hop in here. Because this thing's a mess. In a good way. It's a beautiful mess. But... whew. I'm going to say, first off, this is probably the toughest deck I've played in a while. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it's very, very tough because you're having to manage how you're wanting to draw cards, whether it's with Artist Talent, Bitter Reunion. Do you need to get a Brassus Tunnel Grinder flipped so you can get double triggers, right? Hey, thanks for the follow. Like, are you using Ill-Time Explosion just to draw? Not even to discard, potentially, because you're just digging for something? Like, Season of Weaving was huge in this deck in multiple games, right? This was big. Just like in that last game where we're able to just, like, copy, and then just go off at, with haste, right? So that's a thing. It's just like, every part of the deck works. Only thing I wish it had more of was some actual damage to the face. So maybe we could take advantage of like artist talents or something. Terror of the Peaks, it's alright. It's cute. I get what it's trying to do. Like if you have the mana and you land a terror, then you could just like copy it with Season of Weaving a couple of times and in the game. So I get why it's there. But yeah, like this is a deck that I think is actually pretty good. But I think it's also the type of deck that somebody could play and walk away thinking it's terrible. Because there's so many small lines to figure out and how to balance your hand size for different things and when you need to draw or when you need to use a counter. Like, there's a billion decisions every turn. And then the turn you go off, it's like, okay, now I got to stack all these different triggers and do all these things and make sure I don't deck myself, right? So I could totally see this being a deck that's deceiving, where it's much better than it plays for the average person because it is not easy to play. With that being said, if you choose to go for it and you think you're good enough, high side. I mean, it has a high ceiling. Really big rewards if you can pull it off. But this list is 2 Into the Flood Maw, 2 3 Steps Ahead, 1 Shock, 4 Torch the Tower, 2 Moment of Truth, 2 Artist Talent, 4 Bitter Reunion, 2 Fires of Victory, 3 Brasses Tunnel Grinder, 3 Ill-Timed Explosion, 1 Terror of the Peaks, 3 Season of Weaving, 4 Capricious Hellraiser, 3 Chandra Hope's Beacon, 2 Island, 5 Mountain, a Restless Spire, 3 Shivan Reef, 4 Spire Bluff Canal, 4 Thundering Falls, 2 Demolition Field, and 3 Fabled Passage. Yeah, this is a wild one. But this is more proof that there are a ton of things you can still play in Standard, right? People telling you can only play 1 or 2 types of decks, they're obviously not playing enough Standard because stuff like this is floating around. So yeah, just check out more stuff because I'm going to keep playing more of these wild decks, and there's a lot out there. Yeah, so this deck, man, I don't know. Also, thanks for bringing everybody over, Jay. This one, you know when people say something makes your brain hurt, like that's sort of what this felt like. I felt like every turn, it was weird because I felt both like we were really in it, but at the same time, it felt like I was fighting an uphill battle. Like I knew I wasn't losing, but it was like, how do I make sure we're not losing? You know what I mean? Like so that's sort of what every turn felt like. And it's just I don't know if that's healthy, to be honest. If anybody needs to be playing a deck like that. But if you like puzzles and you know that level of Magic, I think this could be right up your alley. It could be a really cool deck for that. But man, this was something else. I'm glad I played it though, to be honest, because I almost didn't. Because I was like, this looks like too far out there. I don't know how I feel about it. But I'm actually kind of glad I played it. It was actually fun in the end. It took a while to get right, but it was a lot of fun. Oh boy. All right. So for those of you that are new, I want to make a couple quick sales pitches to you before we get into the next deck. First off, if y'all don't know and you're not watching on YouTube, go follow me over there, youtube.com/PowrDragn. I'm on there literally every day. I've posted something on YouTube for 4.5 years now, daily, literally. So there's a lot of content and we cover a lot of different stuff. Also, if you were thinking about subscribing, you know, obviously, if you have your free one and you're over on Twitch, much appreciated. But if you were going to spend any money to support your boy, I almost prefer you do it over on YouTube because we get to keep a bigger percentage as creators, and I have more rewards I can give you over there as well. So if you're at the 99-cent level, which also we have a 99-cent membership if you want to support that way. But if you're at the 99-cent level, I have the opportunity for you to decide what's on the channel, actually. So I just sent out a thing the other day asking people, hey, what type of stuff do you want to see? Whatever. That goes to all the channel members. At level 2, you get bonus content. Like next week, I'll be in MagicCon Vegas. I'll be walking the floor. I'll probably be doing reviews of things, probably doing interviews with people. A lot of that's going to go just to the level 2 and higher members on YouTube. And then level 3, if you ever want deck help, I offer private deck help. You go in, if you're a level 3 member, it just gives you a form that goes straight to my email. I check out your deck list and we can go back and forth and help you out and get you some deck help. So some other cool stuff I can offer you if you're following me over there. Other side note, 2 other quick things and we'll get back to business, I promise. I have a really, really cool merch shop. And I have some really sweet new shirts up that everybody likes that we're actually selling. And I'm actually really happy because I put a lot of thought and creativity into those. But I want to put the link here so everybody that doesn't know can go hop over and check it out. Because, again, it supports me and you get something for yourself. The other thing, now this is actually a company I'm working with right now, MistyMountainGaming.com. Make sure I spell that right for you. But if you go check them out, they are like the coolest spot for like dice, leather, goods, whatever. They make all kinds of stuff, honestly. They're like super fantastic. So I'll put that in there again. It looks like it didn't show up in some places. MistyMountainGaming.com. So yeah, check them out. Even if you don't buy anything, just go look. You can spend a long time looking on their website. But it's a good time if you want to get some holiday stuff, buy some nice things for other nerds in your life. But the biggest reason is I have a code that if you use it, you get to save 10%, and they give your boy a small kickback. And there you go. Those are all the bits of business we got to do. Also, I guess Moxfield also sponsors the channel, which is why you see their logo on the screen while we're streaming. If you're going to post your deck somewhere, consider Moxfield. They support me, so we like to support the people that support our work, right? All right. Anyway, I want to say thank you to everybody who's hanging out, all the people that came by, all the fun stuff we're going to get to do here. I got to figure out what I want to play next, because I want to play one more. I kind of wanted to come back and look at the surprise deck again, but don't think I played a legit, like, sacrifice Viper deck in a minute. So I've been kind of considering that. I think that could be a lot of fun. And there was this cool one I found from MTG DVD. This is a person I run into their list a lot online, and I'm usually a big fan of the stuff they put together. I may save this for tomorrow or Friday, I guess today now, depending on where you live, for Thursday or Friday stream. And we'll goof around and play more games of this. Because this is like a blend of a Legends deck, but also trying to take advantage of Pia with a few interesting cards kind of sprinkled in here. So I'll be kind of curious to see how this one works out. I'm not totally sure, but with Dollmaker Shop and some other fun stuff, that seems like that could be a fun one to play. So wherever you're watching, be sure to click the follow button, because I'll be live probably both of the next 2 days, trying to get ahead on a few things since I'll be in Vegas next weekend, and just kind of get that done. And then I also want to come back, and I need to mark this actually to know we've already played it, but I kind of want to come back and play Simulacrum again at some point, because this feels like, while everybody's focusing on, I don't even play Brawl at all actually. So unfortunately, if I have literally played Brawl once in the entire time it's been on Arena, I think. So if you're looking for Brawl content, I am definitely in the wrong spot. And I almost play no Historic as well. So I may not be your person. Partly though for two reasons. One, Brawl, a couple of times I have played it with people, and the times I've covered it on the channel, talking about it or playing it, didn't draw views on the YouTube channel. Additionally, I'm not the biggest fan of the alchemy cards, if I'm just being real. You know, that's kind of my issue. But I don't hate anybody else for enjoying it. Like, if that's how you enjoy playing Magic, go for it, right? I also think I kind of get my fill of Brawl in person when I play Paper Magic. You know, I play Standard and I play Commander. So I kind of already get that taken care of for myself. So, you know, there's nothing wrong. And that's the thing, Jay. I don't think there's anything wrong with people playing Alchemy. Like, for me, I look at it and go like, I don't really get it. Not my jam. But I can say that for multiple formats over the years that have existed for Magic, right? Not everything's going to be for everybody. And I think that's the good thing, truthfully. I don't think any one creator should be trying to cover all the bases for everybody, right? If you get a niche and that's what your people want to watch, go for it. I think it's great. Yeah, nothing wrong with having 35 decks for Brawl. I think if that's what you're into, great. I mean, I have so many decks in Standard, I literally have to delete decks every 3 days because I always max it out at the 100. So I totally get it. Totally get it. But yeah, what I was saying is about the Simulacrum deck, I think this could actually be viable because everybody's focusing on enchantments right now, and they're kind of, to some extent, largely ignoring artifacts. So it's possible you might still pop off and do some stuff here. So I think that could actually be pretty sweet. But you never know. You never know. But it's definitely something I want to keep on the radar that we could cover in the next couple of days. Now, we played a really sweet Undead Dinos deck, which I think goes live. I'm going to lie to you. I need to check my YouTube channel. That'll be live on the 18th. So on Friday. And it was really, really, really good. Like, way better. Like, we played it and it felt way better than it had any right to be. You know, I think that will be the one that probably surprises people when it shows up in the YouTube videos. But you can also watch the stream from 2 days ago, I think, is when I had that up. All right. So, I think I'm going to go Viper Sacrifice here. Mostly because, I'm going to be real with y'all, after playing that other deck for an hour and 45 minutes, I think I'm on something that isn't going to hurt me as much mentally. That other one, I'm not even joking. That is the most thinking I felt like I've done playing a deck in a long time. And I played a lot of decks over the years. A lot of weird ones. That one with the Hellraiser, man, it was something. Some crazy turns. Good clippable stuff, though, for shorts, which is good. All right. Let me fire this up. Let's get into this and see what we can do. All right, what's up, Dragon Brood? There's a deck type here that we played in the very beginning, I believe in the early access stuff, and I never really came back around to it. And that's the Rakdos Sacrifice deck, particularly featuring the Rottenmouth Viper. For good reason. We got a bunch of new cards that give us benefits when you sacrifice them for various things, and that's right up this card's alley, right? Especially when they're only 1 and 2 mana. So, I know everybody likes playing the Viper, so let's see if this is still good in the current meta with all the different changes and shifts that have happened in 4 weeks. But starting at the top, there is Final Vigilance, another way that you can sacrifice stuff and exile a creature. Important that this exiles and doesn't destroy. However, it is sorcery speed, so you got to keep that in mind too. Greedy Freebooter, this one's already existed, but it gets us treasure and lets us scry. Hopeless Nightmare, it's just a nuisance to your opponent and 2 damage, but it's a permanent we can sacrifice, which is the biggest thing. I also have Scavenger's Talent. This isn't a huge factor, but it does allow you to get extra permanents that you can also sacrifice to the Viper. And if you level it up as your stuff dies and you have those food tokens sitting around, you can then sacrifice them and just rewind and get the Viper right back. So that could actually be really cool. Spiteful Hexmage works really well in this deck because 1, the curse is something you can sacrifice, but 2, you have other small things like Clockwork Percussionist you can put the thing on and not really get any negative drawbacks. So that's actually super nice. Torch the Tower, obviously some removals, same with Go for the Throat and Nowhere to Run. Nowhere to Run, again, giving us another permanent we can sacrifice. And then there's Disturbing Mirth. This is a fun one because you get to draw 2 cards whenever you sacrifice something else, but if you sacrifice this, then you get to Manifest Dread, which we can find stuff like our Rottenmouth Viper, but potentially also Braids, which is really cool, because Braids lets us sacrifice stuff, and that's what this deck wants to do. And then, of course, Urbrass Forge, you can sack the tokens after attacking with them, but this is just kind of to help end the game after a point. And Enduring Courage also pumps up all your stuff, including those Forge tokens, right? So lots of things going on with this list that are very cool. Nothing too surprising going on with the land, just kind of usual suspects there. But yeah, like always, if you enjoy this type of deck, at the end of the video, y'all know the drill. You can go to the description. There'll be a link that takes you over to Moxfield, a channel sponsor, where you can check this deck out and play it for yourself. For now, though, let's go see if the Viper still has its bite. See you later, Jay. Thanks for stopping by. All right, let's go play some Viper. Man, that Hellraiser deck was something else, man. But that's a good example, though, man. There's so many creative people in Magic that sometimes people just go into the lab and come up with some crazy decks. Gotta love your puns for each deck. Some of them are bad. There's some days I'm lazy because I'm tired, and it's like 2 in the morning when I'm finishing, and I'm just like, let's just go play some Magic. I try to be on top of it, though. Oh, this hand's bad. This hand's real bad. Playing against the Neuter 3000. Yeah, easy mulligan here. Thanks for the follow, by the way. We're going to keep this hand. Oh, and we have a Viper, too. Wow, what are we supposed to do with this? I feel like I'm supposed to put the Viper back. It's man, that hurts a little bit, but I think we're supposed to put the Viper back. It's also possible playing against black. It's either discard or, yeah, exactly. So we probably weren't going to get the opportunities we wanted anyway. I guess I'm going to... Man, this is actually tough. I think I'm going to do this and hope to draw a land in time. Well, dang it. That's not what you want to see. Well, now I have to play one of these tapped. This hand did not come together at all. Like, I had a bad mulligan, drew the wrong lands. Like, this is going to be torture. Alright, this will help. We can put some cards back in our hand, so that's a start. Though, I mean, I don't know. Let's see what happens. There's a chance it might be worth it to just play Urbrass Forge. Alright, so they're discarding land, so I don't know if that just means they have extra or don't care. I mean, we also discarded a land. I need them to not do anything else to the cards in our hand right now. That's step one. But I have a feeling they're going to. Yep, there's a Deep Cavern Bat. Now it's just a matter of what they want to get. Under the circumstances, they might just get Forge. But the other thing is, if you take something like Disturbing Mirth, then I can't play 2 spells next turn, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. I think the plan here is going to be to play Hex Mage and then sacrifice the enchantment that's on the Hex Mage. Opponent's really thinking about this, though. Yeah, I don't blame them. I'd probably still take the Forge, too. I think they're correct. It's just not as clean cut as it seems immediately. That's not bad. Because now if that dies... Man, I almost would rather do this and not give them a Hex Mage. And just sacrifice this instead. I think that's what I'm going to do. Even though that's a weaker play. Because right now, we don't have anything to do to the opponent's stuff. And this lets me dig double time, I think. And if they kill that, I just get a card I can play next turn. So it's whatever. They also know we have the Hex Mage, so it's not like we're hiding anything. But if they get a 1/1 and attack us with it, whatever. Okay. Not sure how helpful that is, but it's good to know. Oh, boy. Wow. Wow. Oh, geez. Goodness. All right, so we probably want to play the Scavenger's Talent and play Braids. Whew. Okay, sure. I don't know what these next couple turns are going to look like. I mean, they can also just get, like, the Percussionist or whatever out of our graveyard. But that's kind of whatever. I'm almost wondering, though, if it's worth it for me to just take the turn to play Hex Mage, play the other Hex Mage, put the counter on the other one, play the Scavenger Talent, and then see if they have removal first before we play the Braids. I mean, it's a little bit convoluted. Like, I'm probably playing around nothing, but I'd almost rather find out, you know? Because right now, our hand is kind of like Braids and nothing. Realistically. Yeah, that's fine. Like, I'm actually not upset they did that. That's okay. Sure, you got it. Though, I was about to say, now we're kind of priced into Braids anyway, so that works too. Sure. So that works out great. Hey, what's up? Jaffer bringing the raid over. We're playing some Rakdos Sacrifice at the moment. Though we just got through playing a crazy Hellraiser deck. Super fun. If y'all are watching this on YouTube after the fact, the video probably came out yesterday. Let's see what we get to do. Opponent left 2 things on top. It's usually bad when your opponent leaves extra stuff on top. Which means one of those is killing a Braids. At least I would assume so. It'd be really weird if it's not. Ooh, Jund Sacrifice and Explorer. That's probably fun. Do I have anything good for them to get? Oh, I do, actually. Alright, I guess this thing has to block. That's unfortunate. Because now if they have a thing that just makes us sacrifice a creature, we lose the Braids. But I guess you know, got to do business. Oh, it's a Shieldred. That kind of sucks still, but well, that sucks a lot, sadly. So, are we attacking here? Alright. I mean, not sure I should be attacking here, but I'm going to attack here. Oh, I can't even afford to do that, actually. I just realized, like, I'm already at 8. Sacrifice creatures. What can I return? Nothing good. All of our big stuff's still in the yard. I guess we just sack this. I mean, we draw a card. Oh, and there's the Viper. Too late. Yep. That's gonna do it. Alright, GG's. I mean, opponent, you can just come get us. What are we doing? Sure. I mean, I block, go to 5. Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't really, there's really no real benefit here. I mean, I guess I block, there's a chance I draw, like, go for the throat or something. So it's not the end of everything, I suppose. And I do get a food I could sacrifice. Alright. That, however, is not it. So if I do this, what's the best I could do? Well, no, I'm dead anyway. Yeah, there's no other option here. I'm just dead. Because I could do this, but then I have to sacrifice everything. I could block, but then I die during my... I guess I could crack the food again? Alright, I guess that's kind of what I gotta do. That's unfortunate. But I think it's still the right... I mean, if they get a removal spell, we're dead anyway. Oh, you're going to NRG next month. That's cool. Sack everything and have 2 mana up for food. 1, 2, 3... I wouldn't have 2 mana up for food, though. That was the problem. Like... Alright, cool. They found it. GG's. Yeah, we really didn't do much. Our start to that game was very bad. And we didn't hit anything good with Disturbing Mirth to turn face up either. That didn't help our cause. But yeah, I only had 4 permanents to sacrifice. So I wouldn't have had enough mana left up to also be able to crack the food. That was kind of the tough part of the whole situation. Oh, I'm pretty sure when you have double Viper in hand, that's bad. This feels a lot better. Let's get rid of this. And let's go. Maybe we'll find another one of our 1/1s, and we can just park this cursed roll on it. Duress. Ha! I have nothing. Thanks for the follows, folks. That works perfectly, actually. We can live with that. And then we'll just put this over there. Alright. Overlord of the Belmark. Yes, we accept. Oh, they're doing some demon shenanigans. Let's see. We attack for 3. Actually... 3, 4, 5. Get rid of that. 1, 2... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's fine. Let's get our damage in first. And then let's go ahead and sack this, this, and this. And then we get multiple scry actions here. We don't need that. I'm not super excited about these, but I'm also not sad about them either. I guess I'll do that. Alright. Okay. Let's see what the opponent's got going on. Oh, they chose to discard. I'm going to assume they have a kill spell for Viper. That is kind of the one thing you have to remember. Oh, you don't have a kill spell for Viper. That's good to know. That is one of the things to remember sometimes, is that while Viper is good, it does die to all the removal-y things. Alright. I mean, if they're not blocking, alright, cool. You have an Archfiend, sure. Now we have some decisions to make. We need to find a removal spell is what we need to do. So I take 2. I go to 9 after that. That's super unfortunate. And that's a treasure, not a food. Alright, well, whatever. Is what it is. We did not find removal, but that's not terrible. I mean, I guess. This is kind of a why not? Sure. And then I die, right? So we go to 7. Oh no, I can crack the food still. Forgot I had the treasure. Now if they kill this creature, I'm dead. Okay, that's annoying, but doesn't get us killed, so we're alright with that. That's 6, 7, 8. I still have to block, so I gotta crack the food first. So we go to 10. Then we go to 8. Then we go... Oh, yeah. Okay, that works. And then that'll do it, right? Because once we attack with Viper, that's it. Oh no, they could sack things still. They're not dead. I mean, kinda dead, but not dead. Oh no, because yeah, once you sacrifice, you don't even have blockers. What am I talking about? Yeah, they're dead. Because worst case scenario, they're taking 7 here. Yeah. Man, got saved by the Scavenger's talent this game. Yeah, I feel like, though, if you're doing the Bandit's talent, Coiling Rebirth, that's almost like a different deck, though. Like, that's trying to play bigger spells and play a longer game than I think than what this deck is trying to do. Also, hi to all the folks on Facebook and on YouTube as well. Because, you know, we got a lot of people hanging out on the Twitch machine. We'll keep this. Scavenger Talent almost feels like it's too good of a card for Standard. It's a weird card because, like, it's actually fine. It's just that the decks that can use it can really use it. And I'm kind of okay with cards like that. Like, if you have to dedicate to the plan to take advantage of it, I don't have a problem with that. I think I have a bigger issue when a card is just... Like, I think I have a bigger issue with, like, Caretaker's Talent. Because it just goes into a pile of different decks. You know, because you can play it in just regular mono-white tokens. We've seen Boros variants. We've seen it in green-white stuff. You know, we were talking earlier, you know, about putting it in the Artifact Simulacrum decks because it's making tokens. You know, it's pretty tough. Yeah, Caretaker Talent is a wild Magic card. I'm little surprised. You know, like, again, still beatable and all that, but man, it makes a lot of games very grindy. Okay, let's open up with this. Mostly so I can sacrifice it to this. Lots of mono black and lots of demons on the ladder the last couple of days. What's that about, y'all? Yeah, definitely sacking that. Excellent. Not mad at... Ooh, and another Viper. I think I need this first, though. So that's fine. And opponent's doing nothing. I don't mind nothing. So let's go here. Alright, go to attack. Alright, not really... Oh, okay, I know why. Because they're playing like both of the 4-cost demons. But they didn't play the slasher there. So I'm not going to buy into the planned. I think we're just going to do this. And then go Caretaker's Talent into Percussionist. And we're just going to take our time with everything. I don't know that we could beat demons once they're on the board, but we're going to do our best. I mean, hopefully by then our Urbrass Forge has done enough damage, but we'll see. Probably going to really need this Torch the Tower, to be honest. Alright, let's go ahead and run this out, just in case for some reason they want to cut down this guy. Which is possible. They do... Oh, they're going to know where to run it? Okay, sure. Seems good to me. Like, I'm down with that. Alright, we're going to try to beat demons with double Viper. I think is the plan we're working under now. Alright, but we're going to lose... Okay. We're going to lose 2, 4 at least. So that puts us at 15. If they play the other one where we lose twice as much, we lose 12, so we're at 3. Whoo, boy. Actually, no, I can't play both Vipers because I'll sacrifice some of the stuff here. Though, I think I do want to make this token. We won't attack. I'm going to play this. Sack 1, 2, 3, 4, and pay 1, I think. Yeah. Or pay 2. Yeah. And then we do get some triggers, so, you know, there's stuff happening here. We get some food. We get a card. We get... Oh, we get to manifest this guy? Sure. Probably... Ooh, actually. Hold on. That's a question. Damn. I don't know. I guess not. I guess not. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, kind of want to have an Urbrass Forge, but I kind of also want double Viper here. So, yeah, let's just go for it. That's what we're here for, right? This is also kind of sick, because the opponent has Bloodletter plus Cut Down, and kills our 2/2, we die as well. Oh, that's funny. So is there a way I could sack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I mean, I could, but then... I guess... Damn. Alright. I'm gonna sack 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, I knew the risk going into it. I mean, if they have the exact cards, then we just die. And it just is what it is. If not, they may also have to now decide if it's worth it to keep a removal spell so that you can kill one Viper and then kill me in 2 attack steps. But then I'm also attacking with Viper for 6 plus Forge for 4. So that's 10 plus... yeah, this is going to be a close finish depending on what's in their hand. Alright, they kept both cards. So let's see what happens. Ooh. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Can we even win here? This produces another point, so that's 5. 6 is 11. You can discard or sack. Yeah, I guess we're good. Wow, okay. Whew. Because each of those triggers twice, so they have to get rid of 2 cards and or 2 permanents. Wow. Wow. There was a lot of ways we could have lost this, actually. Especially when they kept both cards, I was like, oh man, what are they trying to high roll for? And I think we made the right decision going for the second Viper and just risking it at that point. Oh, we got it. Yep. Awesome. Whew. By the way, I never feel bad beating mono red or mono black. Like, never. At least aggro red and, like, the ridiculous, like, discard black these days. Though, I will say, the demon decks are actually pretty good. I think I have one coming up. We just played a couple days ago. What was it? It was green-black, though. It was really good, though. I was kind of surprised. Okay, what do we got working here? We're going to go... yeah, this is fine. This is more than fine, actually. You know what? I think I'm going to try to go for max damage here. And if they have a creature, we'll get to play Clockwork Percussionist, sacrifice an enchantment, kill something. If they don't, then... oh, hey, they did. Excellent. We get exactly what we wanted. Love when that works out. Even better. I don't even take a point of damage here. Target that. And very carefully target our curse. And I will attack for 3. Staying back to block something just so we can get another card. Don't know if we need it, but why not? If they rage, they rage. We're fine. You know what's funny? I was going to at least block, but they wanted that 1 point so bad, I guess it just wasn't worth it for us to do so. I feel like we could wait on that. Let's attack. End the turn. Another Swift Spear, sure. Bring the pain, opponent. What's that thing do? Oh, they'll get the detective replacement. Nah, we don't like that. And then if I can, I'll block just to get a land here to either find a removal or an extra land for Enduring Courage. Alright, I mean, we're going to take a lot of damage. I mean, we're possibly just dead next turn anyway when they fling that thing, so we need to top deck a removal spell here that kills that. Is the real plan. That is not going to do it. That definitely doesn't solve our problem. Yeesh, 1 card in hand, huh? Oh, well, I guess Freebooter doesn't get played here. Because we have to take a point of damage to play this. All right. Scamp. That's going to be annoying down the road. Sure. I mean, I guess I still got to block. I take one and you manifest a thing. All right. Need something that's not a Viper and still useful here. How have you not drawn land, opponent? That's like the other issue here. Yeah, now I think we're just dead. If they draw anything real that's not a land, I think we're toast. But, you know, maybe they'll draw a land or two. We'll see. I mean, I can't do anything about it. You know, it's going to die anyway. All right, this is it. We need him to at least top deck a land one time. One time. Come on, one time for the one time, opponent. Okay, that's like the next best thing. At least that doesn't get us killed. We take 3, go to 4. And now I have to leave mana up for food. Well, that's all I'm going to have available anyway. So, yeah. Alright, so we're going to attack for 4 here. So we'll be at 7. Okay. They still didn't draw land. They're still due to draw a land at some point, right? Also, one less attacker. Don't hate that. Alright. Same situation. Though now I could potentially top deck a creature and win next turn. Okay. Well, they drew something that wasn't a land, so I'm assuming we're dead. Yep. You got it. Oh, well, maybe not. That gets them another card. So we're not quite dead yet. All right, they finally hit a land. Gotta crack the food. And gotta crack the food. Just to make sure we don't die. Man, we are living off this scavenger's talent, y'all. Come on, give me something. What is this going to be? 5? You know what? That's okay. That is all right. We could have done way worse there. So now the trick is I have to get rid of this. So, because if you get a rage, I still die to that. Well, I'll be at 8. Yeah, I would still die to that. So I have to kill that. We just pass. We can respond to whatever they would do. So I think we're okay. And now they're at 3. Yeah, we don't die to that. So we're good. Oh, man. We weathered a storm here. But we got there. Yep. Oh, man. Whew. I mean, this deck's winning, but man, we're working for all these wins. This is the opposite of playing the Hellraiser deck, where the Hellraiser deck was just like all this thinking and all these choices and whatever. This is just like, all right, we got to put ourselves in the position and hope our opponent doesn't top deck or whatever. But hey, when they miss, it's awesome. It's exciting. It's good for content, if nothing else, right? Oh, man. Welcome, everybody who's checking out the late night stream. I don't even know who else is. I might be one of the last people on the U.S. West Coast right now. I think all the people I follow have already gone to sleep, probably. Yeah, everybody else is over. Mingu is on. If people want to watch Minguchi. But yeah, otherwise, I think it's just me holding down the West Coast of the U.S. right now. Don't know how much longer I'm going to be on, though. We're gonna try. Let's see. What do we got? Maybe another couple of games. All right, we get to go first. We're gonna keep this. We're just gonna run out our Hex Mage. Ooh, I say that, but I have a Torch the Tower. Yeah, we still go Hex Mage here. Because if they attack us, we take our hit for 1 because they have hasty creatures. That's fine. But then we can go ahead and exile a thing, attack, and we can still target something with a Torch the Tower, and I think that's mostly okay. Yeah, I don't think we hate this too much. This is reasonable. Get rid of that. Go ahead and attack. In the turn. You have anything else for us? They do. Also awesome because we can exile that thing. Alright, so far no damage against the mono red deck. Now we just gotta find some more threats. Take some options away from them, and their hand's already going to be light because they played the Leyline. And they had another Leyline, so they must have drawn that one. Alright, you have been heart. Yeah, sure. Let's just kill it. Just keep the damage off of us. Alright, deck. Now we're just being silly. Yeah, I'm still willing to get hit with it. Whatever. I mean, we did our part. If we just draw blanks while they draw hits, it is what it is. Like, just the nature of doing business. Though they are already at 9. Yeah, opponent's not even wanting to attack here, so that's pretty sweet. You love when red decks are in the mindset of having to block. Ooh. How do we feel about these? I kind of want to get rid of both of these, actually. I don't think either of these helps us get across the finish line here. Actually, that's not totally true. No, I'm going to gamble. We have removal, we have Vipers, we have all kinds of other stuff. That will be a decent start. Let's see what we find. Not great. But, you know what? It's something. Sure. And we'll attack. Alright, I guess they're going to try to finish us here. I mean, they could, like, triple giant growth or something. I don't know. I mean, that thing can get up to at least 10. Real easy. Probably even as high as 14 on this turn. So they can get extra cards? Okay, so you're targeting our thing, your things are... Yeah, sure. You got it. So they target theirs with 1 and ours for 1. That's cute. I can appreciate that play, though. I mean, still you, opponent. They obviously don't have lands in hand because they just found their 3rd land. So those are live cards. And this is the case if we had a removal for the challenger, I think the game was over. But I'm wondering if... Well, I mean, they should know by now we don't have a response here. So they can kind of do whatever they want to do. Yep. I mean, you got to go for it. I mean, if you have everything and the fling, then I'm just toast. Sucks for us. Cost of doing business. Yep. And then we're dead. Oh, they didn't have it. What? What? And we're at 10. They got that. They got 2 things. Wow, this is actually tougher than I thought. I think I'm supposed to attack here. Yeah, that's what I thought. They were going to block. All right, this works out pretty well for us then. Because we get at least 2 blockers here. Oh, wow. That sucks. I would have rather just had this to kill something. But is what it is. All right, you got to sack something or lose 4. Or discard, but I don't think they're going to do that. I think their problem here is, yeah, like, once they give up the ley line, I don't think they had a way to kill us with 1 card. Oh, there you go. If you got it. Oh, nope, you don't. Yep, that's gonna do it. Because now everything's on blocking duty. You're gonna lose another 4, have to sack something. Yep. All right, cool. Taking it to mono red, even when they had the ley line. So, gotta love that. And they drew a lot of creatures, too. I just realized that. Kind of a abnormally high number, considering. All right, so this deck's kind of cranking through. This is actually really good. Way better than I thought it was going to perform. I'm kind of excited about it. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Lots of new faces strolling through tonight. Much appreciated. Okay, we have things. Thoughts and things. Wow, what are we going to do here? This is one of those hands that I'm pretty sure we're supposed to mulligan, but I'm going to keep it just for the sake of science. Just because I want to know, man. I was just about to say, it'd be nice if we got an untapped land here. But we kind of need some red mana, so we'll play this on turn 2. And then that'll allow us to play Percussionist and sacrifice Percussionist, potentially. Actually, we'll probably sacrifice the Freebooter, because it also gets us treasure. Doesn't get us a card, but that's also fine. Alright, what are we dealing with? Golgari things. Alright. Your choice if you want to kill things. I don't mind either way. Like, it's all good for us. Alright. I guess we're just gonna nickel and dime our opponent to death here. I've been playing a lot of Cease and Desist, and I'm starting to see it come up on the ladder quite a bit. So I think everybody's come around to this is a good answer for the Reanimator decks, but also a good answer for all the, like, Caretaker's Talent type stuff, which is cool. Oh, that would have been nice. That would have been real nice. All right, well, just more knuckleheads here. What else are we going to do? There's like, do I even want to kill anything? Like, you get bonuses whenever stuff dies. They obviously have some type of removal here, but they're choosing to sit on it, which is respectable. I mean, at some point, I probably just get Sunfalled or something. Actually, no, this is probably Overlord turn. Yep, that makes a lot of sense. Dang it, why were you not a land? That would have been a great turn here. Let's go ahead and attack, though. Probably could have got away playing at least one Percussionist pre-combat, actually. That was a little bit lazy. But I also think I'm going to play this. I'm going to probably sack the Freebooter. Alright, there's some more lands. Don't think we need you yet. And then let's go ahead and get rid of the other Mirth. That lets us draw and manifest a thing. Oh, no. All right. Well, I guess might as well just be that. And we'll go ahead and put this into play, because why not? Okay. Not a bad turn, all things considered. Yeah, I was going to say, if you're not blocking, you're attacking, which makes me feel like there's another one in their hand here. And they're just going to try to race. Oh, no, they're going to Sunfall. Actually, we're not too upset at a Sunfall, actually. That kind of works for us. We'll just go here, and we'll go here. And then we'll get some attacks in. All right. So that's a thing. I mean, we can't instant speed kill the 5/5, which is a downside, but we kind of don't care if they block our other stuff, so meh. That's cute. I don't know if it changes anything. I could activate this first. Damn. Do I care if I lose my land? Probably not. I don't even think we're going to discard. I think I'm just going to do this so I leave 2 mana open. And then just force an ugly block situation on their side if they want to. Like, if they kill our land, they kill our land. Like, we'll live. The Leyline, I guess they're going to get rid of our Forge. Makes sense. Alright, going attacking. Sure, not on my watch works. Then I think under the circumstances I will discard this. Alright, that's fine, I guess. They might Sunfall again here, but if so, we'll just sacrifice the Disturbing Mirth and kill their 6/6 on our turn. Alright. You got it. Might as well block. I mean, I don't mind scrying and getting a treasure. And a food. Lots of value. Oh, well, that's convenient, huh? Like, that's not terrible at all. Alright, so I guess we start here by getting rid of that. Oh, no! Alright, well... And then I guess we just attack for twosies. Exile another thing? Sure. Opponent goes to 9. Alright. I think we're okay with that. Because I feel like if they play another Overlord, we'd rather just kill an Overlord, obviously. Hey, thanks. At some point, I need to level this up, too. Not that we have anything great to get back. I mean, just be freebooters. I'm going to go ahead and crack one of these. I feel like they have more removal in hand. Oh, well, you're nice. Let's go attacking. There goes our 2/2. No. Wait, I was going to say, did you not? Okay, nowhere to run. Yeah, we could live with that. Actually, really good that they killed that instead of killing our braids is actually really good. Alright, so we're going to play this and hope they don't have another one. I mean, they have something in hand that's active. Level up. So we can eventually get Braids back after it dies. Oh, Soul Partition. Doesn't even go to the graveyard. That's fine. I guess we'll go ahead. Get rid of that. And then now we kind of have everything. Just mill them, I guess. Yeah. So I'm thinking like milling ourselves doesn't really do anything here. I guess I'll take this. I mean, they're at 8, so, like, you know, every little bit, I guess, matters. All right. Now just draw a land for a turn or two, opponent. I'm not asking for a lot. Thank you. All right, so we play this. We play this. We did get a Sunfall out of their hand, which is nice. As much as I would like to sacrifice an enchantment, right now they'd probably just get rid of nowhere to run, so I'm just going to get rid of an artifact. There you go. That's what we're looking for. All right. Did we do it? Looks like we might have. Opponent's at 6. We can just play this for 6, get rid of this, force them to have to kill something. Yeah, all right. That seems fine. Sacrifice 0. So now they've either got to give up something, which is probably nowhere to run or whatever. But then now at the end of the turn... Oh, I should have got rid of this, actually, because I could have attacked for more. That was a mistake on my part. They might live because of that, and that would be my own stupidity. Yeah, just attack with both. If you have a way to kill Braids, then whatever. If you drew it, you drew it. Yeah, it's fine. That doesn't change anything. Just a couple of points I would have got in there otherwise. But, alright, let's see if they have it. Because they would be at 3 instead of 5. Potentially. That does matter. Though we will go ahead and level this up. So we could also recall Braids. Possibly. Actually, no, we will be. Because if these just die, unless they get exiled, we should be alright. Or we could just recall Viper if it dies here, actually. Yeah, this is really good. Rod says, finally catch you when you're live. Yeah, I've been streaming more in the mornings, but I decided to do an evening one so people could catch me this evening. Opponent says GG. All right, good deal. All right, y'all. Did we even lose a game with this deck? Maybe the very first one, because we kept kind of a stupid draw. Is that the only one we lost? Did we go X1 with this? That's kind of wild. I didn't think it was that good, but apparently I'm wrong. Oh, ooh, I just gave y'all like the biggest slap there across the microphone. Sorry about that. Okay, so all that being said, all those games being played, there is a real thing here that this deck played a lot better than it seemed. I mean, we beat, I think, Mono Red twice. We played against Mono Black a couple of times, different variants. We played against that last one, I think, was I guess they're calling it the Selesnya Overlords deck, but it's basically like a different version of domain control. And we were able to win all those. We won some grindy ones. We won some that we just went off early against the demon deck. Everything worked. So I gotta give it up, man. This deck's actually solid. And every card mattered, including the Scavenger's Talent. Like, as much as I wanted to be like, maybe this is one we'll cut or whatever, like, this did a lot of work. Helped us survive the mono red deck. Also helped us survive there at the end. So, yeah, if you want to play this deck, this is actually pretty damn good. So we've got 2 Final Vengeance, 4 Greedy Freebooter, 4 Hopeless Nightmare, 2 Scavenger's Talent, 4 Spiteful Hex Mage, 3 Clockwork Percussionist, 3 Torch the Tower, 2 Go for the Throat, 2 Nowhere to Run, 4 Disturbing Mirth, 2 Braids, 3 Urbrass Forge, 3 Enduring Courage, 4 Rotten Mouth Viper, 3 Swamp, 2 Mountains, 4 Blackleaf Cliffs, 4 Blazemire Verge, 2 Restless Vents, 4 Sulphur Springs. A pretty clean list overall. So yeah, I have to say, this is very surprising. But I think, especially over the last couple of days, all the different decks we've been playing kind of reinforces the idea that you can do a lot of stuff in Standard. Like, if you like playing Sacrifice decks, this is probably the build for you. But yeah, gonna keep having crazy stuff. So I'm gonna keep making them and keep posting them and keep playing them. Neon says that last match you played, kept a bad hand, wasn't able to draw into any pressure. Oh, you were on the other side. Okay, well, there you go. I was like, what are you talking about? My hand wasn't great, but we drew into stuff and it was all right. But you meant you were on the other side, and that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that's that game I thought was pretty good, honestly. I think I got lucky because I was able to mill away like the other Sunfall and something else there kind of in the later stages, and that made a big difference. But yeah, Scavenger's Talent did a lot of work that game and helped us out. I had 1 or 2 small misplays. They just fortunately didn't come back to bite me in the butt. I left 2 or 3 damage on the table there toward the end of the game, but ended up working out. So I'll take it. But that's one where the deck actually overperformed. It was really good. So yeah, no complaints. Man, we still have so many. I keep putting more and more decks in here to play, but we're gonna probably tomorrow or later today, I guess at this point, probably gonna run back the surprise deck because I want to give this another look since we only played it early in the season. There's a deck from MTG DVD that's Pia and Legends and making tokens with like Dollhouse and stuff. Dimir Aggro, which has been showing up in a lot of tournaments. I haven't played that yet, so that's still on the docket. There's the Black-White Eerie deck that's doing the enchantment thing. I mean, I still have a Crimes deck. I'm trying to think, like, what other decks have I not played yet? The Black-White Overlord deck. I made another version of Lizards that I wanted to give a look to. Like, Standard's good, y'all. Like, that's basically what I'm saying. Standard's really damn good. And I think, I really believe this. I think the people that say Standard is bad are people not playing Standard. Because right now, don't get me wrong, especially if you're playing best of one, are there aggro decks? Yes. There's mono red, there's rabbits, there's whatever, right? There's a bunch of different stuff. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, like, those don't exist. But they're all beatable. Like, hell, we beat 2 mono red decks almost back to back today, right? We beat one earlier when we were playing the crazy Hellraiser deck or whatever, right? So they're definitely beatable. Are they annoying? Sure. I don't have a problem with that. Like, they're all in. Sometimes they lose. Sometimes they get their draw. Whatever. And I've said this before. The only problem I have with the Leyline red decks is that you end up in situations with too many non-games, right? Either they get their nut draw and you don't draw any removal and you die on like turn 3 or whatever. Or you do get 1 or 2 removal and then they pretty much do nothing to you the rest of the game, right? You kind of go just undeterred and you do whatever you want, and then the games aren't fun. So that's literally the only gripe. If there were a gripe for best of one, that's probably it. Not that the deck's too good, just that you end up in non-games that just aren't fun. But other than that, like, there's all the Caretakers decks that are doing all kinds of stuff with tokens and whatever. There's multiple different Overlords decks. Mono Black has like 3 different builds. Hell, we ran into Mono Black Rats yesterday. We hadn't seen that in a minute, right? So that's still out there. The discard, the mid-rangey black. Then there's like 2 or 3 different Golgari decks. There's the Demon decks. There's the Boros aggro, the Boros tokens. There's stuff that cares about enchantments, right? Because that comes in blue, white, green, white, black, white, like every color combination. So like, there's so much stuff right now. Seriously, like, if you want to play control, you can do that too. There's various domain control. There's Azorius control. There's black-white stuff. There's still all the theme decks if you want to play otters or bats or whatever. Hell, we played raccoons the other day and it was still good. So just like, you can play all kinds of things in Standard. That's why I'm telling people right now, like, if you're complaining, you really haven't played much Standard. And either that or you haven't. I say that. Sometimes some of the complaints aren't that the format's bad. It's that the one deck I want to play or the one card I want to play isn't playable, so I hate the format, right? And that's a different argument, I think, when people are honest with themselves. But the format itself is actually very good. I mean, I'm a little sad that I haven't had a good standard tournament to do commentary for, because standard's actually really good right now. Like, I don't have another one for till sometime in the winter when we get to do the next arena championship, and I don't even know what that format is right now. But yeah, this was a good fun day. But let me tell you, for those of you that showed up late, and this video will be up, I think, on Saturday. No, Sunday, I think. But this deck, by the way, thank you for that. Like, this deck was the hardest deck I have played in ages. Like, there were so many decisions to make. Every game was super grindy. But the upside is that it was very rewarding. Like, you got to do silly combo-y things with Season of Weaving and Capricious Hellraiser. You can do Season of Weaving with Terror of the Peaks and just copy that multiple times, which is pretty silly. You could Capricious Hellraiser into a Chandra that was in your graveyard. We had that happen a couple times. Just all kinds of silly things going on with this deck. I mean, it was fun. So that one will be fun to run back sometime. I probably shouldn't have played it so late at night because, man, that was mind-numbing for me. But I had a blast doing it. But yeah, I mean, it's like, I honestly can't remember a time in Standard where we've had this many different decks that you can run into on the ladder, right? People are still playing various crimes decks, you know, I mean, all kinds of theme stuff. And then there's cards, because the Standard's so big, there's sometimes opponent plays a card and you're like, oh yeah, that's still in Standard. You know, like, you just kind of forgot it was a thing. Like the Capricious Hellraiser, like, I knew it was in Standard, but I didn't even think about there being a deck for it, right? And I always keep coming back to the idea of, so many people said, oh, Standard's going to be so big, but everybody's going to play the exact same cards and there's not going to be any diversity in the format. And that's not the case at all. Even among one color type, right? You might talk about Dimir aggro, and some of them are playing it where they're using the blue enduring creature or whatever, right? And then there's others that are like, in that spot, they're playing Shieldreds, right? So there's not even an agreement on which one is better in the metagame at any given point. There's a bunch of different things people are doing. And I think that's great. I think that's what you want, right? Even as a player, I'll say this, like, if I was preparing for a tournament, it becomes a little tough because you don't know what people are going to sideboard and everything else, because there's a bunch of choices. So when it's only 2-year Standard, it's a lot easier and there's fewer decks floating around. But now, I mean, I've had fun going to the store championships and stuff and playing. So, matter of fact, after today, I might build the Viper Sacrifice deck. I might play that for real, because that was actually a lot of fun, and it isn't like the games don't take forever, you know, is the other thing. I don't know what I'd sideboard yet. I'd have to really think about that, but yeah, I enjoy it. Deneric says, one of the benefits of having so many sets in the format, also power creep, leads to more viable cards. I think there was a concern of power creep, of just like the best cards kind of finding their way to the top of the pyramid and then everybody just playing those. But it never really became a thing. And I think, to Wizards' credit and R&D, is that we got Bloomborough right at the peak of rotation, so people came in and got to see, hey, here's some fun theme decks you can play, and that captures people's interest and thoughts and gets people working on stuff. And then we moved into Duskmorn, where it's like, hey, here's just a pile of good cards, right? Do what you will with them. So you still have a little bit of both, but especially when you're running around on the ladder, because people like their favorite theme decks or whatever, or they already have the cards for them. So you'll still run into those from time to time, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, I feel like some people say, oh, all I ever see is mono red and whatever, which is crazy, because anybody who's been watching my streams or my videos for the last couple weeks, like, I run into more mono black decks than I do mono red decks. Not to say that the mono red decks aren't there. I know they exist, but definitely more black variants, whether it's discard decks, the mid-rangey black stuff, demon decks now. Like, there's just a whole variety of black decks that we're seeing. Rot says, I still see a bunch of mono white and mono black. I was seeing mono white pretty heavily until this week, and I feel like it's scaled back a little bit. Because I think you're talking about like the mono white with like caretaker's talent and the tokens and all that stuff. I was seeing that very heavily, and now I might see it once every 20-ish games or so. It feels like I don't know why it's still playable. I think it might just be coincidence that I just am not running into it as much because they have to still be out there. The decks are too good for people not to be playing. Mono white is just easy to build around, so most people use it as a go-to. I could see that. I mean, whether you're doing that or you're doing some like mono white aggro tokensy thing, both are pretty easy to build. And you don't need that many rares. I mean, I say that now, you kind of do because they are playing Overlords, which I think those are going to be staples in standard forever. I mean, I will say this too about the Overlords. Like, if you are going to play in paper and you're thinking about going to your store championships or whatever, and you know you're going to want to play those, I would probably get them sooner rather than later. I don't even know what they go for right now. I'm just going to put Overlord in there and see what price-wise they come, because I don't even know what they're going for right now. But let's say Overlord of the Mistmoors is probably the most played. That's actually not that bad. They're like $9 or $10. That's actually totally reasonable. What's the green Overlord? Green one's still expensive. Green one's like 20. The red one is like $4. That's great. I'd love to pick that up. Belmark is like 20. That kind of makes sense though. People probably want that in Commander, fill in their graveyard and stuff. Blue one is also like $4. Kind of surprising the red one's only $4. That really surprised me. But the fact that Overlord of the Mistmoors is only 10, honestly, I might go buy a playset sometime in the next couple days. Just to make sure I have them. Because the thing for me is that those cards are good enough. They're going to be in standard forever. For 3 years. But people are going to quit opening product for those sometime in the next 6 to 9 months, right? And then the price is only going to go up because we're not going to not play Overlord of the Mistmoors. I guess maybe some magical world comes around where there's a bunch of anti-enchantment stuff for some reason, and then they become bad cards. But I doubt that. Like, so I would bet if you want to play them, if you can get them at a good price. Oh, actually, just realized I'm going to be in Vegas next week, so I'll just pick them up while I'm in Vegas. I'm sure I'll be able to make a deal on the sales floor. Speaking of which, if y'all are going to be in Vegas, I'm going to be there. I have some really cool new tokens I'm going to be handing out to people. So if you see me, come find me. I will actually give you some things if you're just going to be there. Also, quick bit of business. I don't know if y'all have heard about them, but MistyMountainGaming.com. If you haven't checked them out, you should. They have amazing, crazy styles of dice of every possibility you can think of. And they have a bunch of just general good nerd stuff, like leather-bound things and whatever. You should check them out. But partly because right now, they're also doing a cool 10% off thing if you use a code from your boy, PowrDragn. So if you put in Halloween Dragon on their website, you can save 10%. They'll give me a kickback as well. So there's that. And then, because, you know, I got to do the business, I also have, you should check out, some really sweet merch on my shop over on Fourth Wall. So that's always awesome. You should go pay me some love over there. Just check something out. If you find something nice for yourself, great. Or you want to give something to somebody else, also great. And I think those are the big pieces. Or I will also tell you, if you want to follow me, want to support me, check me out on YouTube if you're not watching on YouTube already, because I've been putting up stuff on YouTube literally for 4.5 years every single day. So there are tons of decks, especially if you're looking at standard stuff, putting up stuff all the time there. Some short form stuff, we review some things. I've done some stuff with SBMTG, so we have that up on the channel. Just like all kinds of things. And it's a great way that if you want to support me, instead of spending the money over on Twitch, if you're watching on Twitch, I appreciate the views. But if you're going to support, for me or anybody else that has a YouTube channel, if they have YouTube membership, supporting there is good because the creators get to keep a little bit more. And we can offer you more direct rewards for being a member on YouTube, which is also really nice. Can't really do that through Twitch, unfortunately. But yeah, man, this has been a crazy night. We played some wild decks, had a blast. This was, man, standard's crazy. All I can do is shake my head. Like, decks that I think are going to struggle, they find a way to win. And that's good, because that probably also means that if you figure out a deck that you like, that you really enjoy, you can win more games by playing them better and outplaying your opponent. And if there's anything else I can tell people, one of the things I would say is that people get caught a lot trying to chase the next deck, right? Everybody's like, oh, well, this is the new thing this creator's playing, or this is the thing that won this tournament. I'm going to play that. And I think a lot of times people are doing themselves a disservice by doing that, because you get caught in this thing of you're not even taking the time to learn the deck to play it well and to learn all the plays within all the different matchups. And you'd be better off, I honestly think most people, if they kept one deck for at least 4 weeks, probably even as long as 6 weeks, you will be way better at the end of those 4 to 6 week periods than you are when you start with it. And you'll be able to play faster and you'll get more games in. And it becomes easier to rank up on the ladder because you know all the ins and outs. You know all the plays. You've been able to adjust the deck to the meta game, all that stuff. As opposed to every time you pick up a new deck, you're almost having to start that process over. Because now you have to relearn all the matchups. Now you have to figure out, okay, well, now the metagame shifts. What cards are important? What can I do without, right? Whereas you already knew that with the previous deck. And you've probably spent some amount of resources to get the next deck or whatever. So just a word of advice. Sometimes it's better to stick with the deck. I've done it for myself in tournaments and had a lot of success where there was, what people decided was the best deck of the format, but I purposely didn't play it. And I just played the second best deck or the third best deck because I knew I could play it better and I was going to have more fun and be entertained throughout the day, and ended up making top 8 while a friend of mine, or even 2 sometimes, don't make the cut playing the best deck, right? And let's be honest, if you're playing the best deck, especially in best of 3, people are gunning for the best deck. So you kind of move the crosshairs off you a little bit by playing something else. But all right, I think that's going to do it for me, folks. Let's see if there's somebody we can send a raid over to. Maybe we're going to go, can I raid Menguchi? Maybe that's who we raid. Because I don't know the other people, unfortunately. So I'm going to go /raid Andrea Menguchi. Let's send some people over his way. All right. So yeah, this was a good one, y'all. Really appreciate y'all hanging out tonight. This was kind of a unplanned late night stream. I just had some extra time, got stuff done, but we did 3 hours, and I was planning on being on for maybe about an hour and a half. But the decks were fun, the games were fun, chat was great. Like I said again, if you're not following me on YouTube, please do so. Follow me over there at the YouTubes. It's just YouTube. Oh, if I can spell it, youtube.com/PowrDragn. And again, if you're going to be in Vegas, come say hi. I'll be on the show floor literally every single day. So you should come by, say hi, and maybe I have something cool for you. That's it, y'all. See you later.